So, welcome to our core class. This is an unmitigated core class. So, I felt for something really hot and warm and challenging today. So, come to the top of your mat. I will face the screen, but whoever's watching this, just come to the top of the mat and bring both hands to the heart and close the eyes. And find real solidity on the feet, which may mean if they're closer together, maybe you don't feel very stable that way, maybe opening them up a little bit, lifting the arches of the feet and closing those eyes and lengthening the spine. This is your mountain pose. Mountains are where sages go to get away from society in ancient times in India, not just in India, in ancient Greece and Europe, places where people go to think, see from high above, get a better perspective, a larger perspective. So even though we're standing, not seated, this too can be a solid meditational pose, a connection to the earth and a lifting up to the heavens. This practice is offered for the human capacity to hope. And the intention for this practice is to fuel this hope in our hearts, our minds. Open the eyes up. Inhale, arms up, stretch, 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 stretch. And exhale, hinging at the hips, Uttanasana, forward bend. Maybe bending those knees. Press into the feet, reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. Good. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, Uttanasana. And one more round like that. The inhale, standing up, stretching, lengthening. And exhaling, softening the knees, hinging forward, stretching the back of the legs, lengthening the back of the neck. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. And on the exhale, bend the knees, hands on the floor, right foot back for plank. And then the left foot back, but hovering in the air for a one-legged plank. From here, either lowering down, one knee, chest, chin, or a one-legged chaturanga, and then releasing to the mat. Inhaling for a baby cobra, Bhujangasana, and exhaling back, Adho Mukha. Downward facing, lengthening the spine and the breath. Letting go a bit. All right. Take a big breath in. And up. Inhale that left leg up. Nice and high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe circle the ankle in one direction and then circle the ankle in the other, circling that foot around. As if there's a paint brush attached to that big toe and you're just painting a circle as you circle the ankle and the toe forms that circle. And flipping the dog, so pivoting on the right foot, stepping the left foot behind and lengthening the left arm away, stretching the whole of that front body, including that left quad. And then exhale, both hands down Left leg up, and then bring the left knee to the nose and shift the weight forward into the hands. Inhaling up and back. That's it. Exhaling, knee to nose, shift the weight into the hands. Big breath in, leg back, and exhale this time, foot between the hands. Lengthen the spine, and then exhale, both feet top of the mat. Press into those feet, come all the way up. Inhale, and exhale, hands at the heart. All right, before we do round two, doing some stretches with the shoulders. So inhaling the left arm up, bending the left arm so the hand is coming in the direction between the shoulder blades, and then inviting the elbow towards the head, and then inviting it towards the head, and then inviting it back. So opening up the shoulder. Breathing into that opening. And release and shake that up. Other side. Bending, inviting it closer to the head, and then inviting it back away from the head. So towards the midline, and then away from the back of the head, towards the back, away from the head. Not out to the side, but back. And release and shake it out. Round those shoulders a little bit. And bring the hands behind the back. So option one is just reaching away. Option two, interlacing the hands. And then option three, palms together. Another option is forearm to forearm. Another option is a strap and inching your hands closer together on the strap. And the other option is reaching the hands behind the back for prayer, a reversed prayer. Find the juicy part of the stretch and hold it there. Close the eyes and connect to the energy of the mountain. Even if the shoulders are a little, woo, what's going on? All right. Stay steady on those feet, solid and strong. That's where hope comes from. We need to have a strong spirit to kindle hope and keep it alive. Even if we're in a bind, which we are right now. Take a breath in and exhale, slowly release the hand and shake it out a little bit. Woo. Okay, now we're doing the other side of that sun salad. Inhale those arms up, lengthen, reach, stretch, 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 and exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. And on the exhale, bend those knees, hands on the floor, step the left foot back. So the left foot is back. This time it is the right foot, the one that's in front, that slides back and hovers in the air for a one-legged plank. And then release to the mat, either one knee, chest, chin, or one-legged chaturanga. Bring both feet together and inhale, lift the head, neck, chest for cobra. Finding length in the back of the neck, opening across the chest. And then exhale, tuck those toes, press up and back, Adho Mukha. And shake the head from side to side, up and down. Inhale, the right leg up. So this time it's flipping the dog on the other side. So pivoting on the left foot, stepping the right foot behind the left, and notice my left foot turns. Once the right foot is solid, left foot toes are turned up, reach the arms up and over, the right arm up and over. One of my favorite poses. And both hands down, right leg is still up in the air, three-legged dog. All right, bend the knee, open the hip, and just circle the foot around. Again, that image of a paintbrush attached at the top of that big toe. And you're drawing a circle with a big toe in one direction and then the other. Big breath in and exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose and round forward. And then inhale up and back. 2 more just like that. Right knee towards the nose, shift the weight forward, and then up and back. 1 more. Right knee towards the nose, and then get the foot between the hands. Nice. Big breath in. And exhale, left foot to meet the right. Top of the mat. Press into the feet. Reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands at the heart. Okay, time for standing flow with a lot of binding. You'll understand why when we get to our peak pose, which I'll be trying to. We'll all be trying together. Okay, close the eyes, steady that breath. Relax the shoulders. Finding that mountain. The hands at the heart like a little flame coming up out of the heart. That powered hope again. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up and exhale, hinge forward, Uttanasana, forward bend. Step the right foot all the way back and the right knee to the mat. Just a little warm up here. Inhale, lifting the head, neck, chest. Exhale, shifting the weight back. Left toes point up. Walk forward, lifting the head, neck, chest. And exhale, walking back. Last one. This is 3. Shifting the weight back. And then walking forward. Pressing the hands onto the front knee, lifting up the chest, sinking the hips, reaching those hands back. And then maybe interlacing them. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest. Maybe bringing the palms a little closer together. I know it's pretty intense. Okay. And release. Bring the hands to the floor. Lift the right knee off the floor. Pivot the right foot. Press into the feet. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Nice and solid on those feet. Looking over the left fingertips. Reach over the head for a gentle warrior. And the right hand is in the back. See if it can come across the lower back towards the top of that left thigh. All right. Right hand across the lower back towards the top of that left thigh. Reaching up and over. And now exhaling forward. Left forearm, left thigh, right hand on the waist. Make sure you have your strap nearby. All right. Playing with our binds here. All right, opening the heart, left side body long. Now slide that left hand down the inside of the left leg, still keeping the chest open. Now, usually you don't need a lot of strap if you're using the strap. So fold it up into 4ths or 8ths. I have mine in 8ths. So left hand is down in the middle, in the front of that left foot. Right hand, bend it so it goes across the lower back. Swing the left hand underneath the left thigh and see if the right hand can grab that strap. All right? To get that bind. Get really solid on the feet and the spine nice and long. Avoid rounding as much as possible. Find more length and lift. Just gonna take a little look. Nice. Yes. Very nice. And release the strap and look down. Bring the hands to frame the left foot. Lower the right knee down. Inhale the arms up. Sweep those arms up. Look up. And exhale, hands in prayer and twisting this time. Right elbow over towards that left knee. Breathe. And exhale, unwind those hands. Bring the hands on the inside of the left foot. Arms still straight here for a lizard prep. Or maybe this is full lizard. All right, now see if you can bend those elbows a little bit. I'll show you front ways. I'm not mirror image to you. This is my left foot. Maybe the left hand can come underneath that left thigh. All right, as you're bowing forward. Nice. Yeah, that's it. And press into the hands, bring the hands on the inside of the left foot. Lift the right knee off the floor. Hands, arms nice and strong. Step the left foot back for a one-legged plank. Exhaling, one-legged chaturanga, one knee, chest, chin. Inhaling, lifting head, neck, chest off the floor. And exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Shake the head from side to side, up and down. Breathe. All right. Inhaling the left leg up. Exhale, get it between the hands and bring the right foot down. Make sure the strap is nearby. Press into the feet for warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hands reach overhead. Exhale, bend down. Bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. And allow the right hand down the right leg and left arm over the head. Okay. Time for Trikonasana. Transitioning to Trikonasana, triangle pose, hinging at that left hip, releasing the left hand down and the right hand up. Bend the top hand so it brushes across the lower back, coming towards the top of that left thigh. Towards is the key word. With the left hand, grab the strap. Grab the strap. Mine's too long here. I need mine into eighths. All right, grab the strap. And same thing as we did in Parshva. All right, side angle. Bring the left hand underneath and see if the right hand can grab a hold of that strap. All right, and once you grab a hold of the strap, bring the upper body back into Trikonasana with the bind. Finding that strength in the feet, but the bind with the upper body. All right, so this is the strength to find hope even when we're in a bind. All right, opening up. And release. Carefully bend that left knee. And bring the hands on either side of the left foot. Turn the right toes in and step them in a little bit for pyramid pose, Parshva. Folding forward. And if you feel wobbly, move that right foot out to the edge of the right side of the mat or the left foot out to the edge of the mat or both. Okay, press into the feet, bring the hands to the hips, come up to standing. And now we're doing on arms again. So reaching back, maybe with a strap, maybe interlaced, maybe palms together, maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow, and maybe in reversed prayer. Lift the chin, lift the chest, pull the belly button in, and start to hinge forward again. Using the core to keep steady. Breathing into the mega, 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 mega stretch in the back of that left leg. And release the right hand down towards the floor, left hand to the waist. And start to rotate the upper body to the left. And maybe a block is underneath that right hand. And maybe the top hand reaches up towards the ceiling. And unwind. So the final pose in this sequence is a balancing pose and a twist. So shift the weight into the left hand, left foot, right hand, left hand to the waist until the right foot comes off the floor. So right hand is on the floor or a block, left foot, balancing right hand, left foot. Right hip is down. And maybe it's available to twist. And unwind, and both feet together and fold. Bend the knees, dangle the arms down, shake the head from side to side, up and down, and let go. Press into the feet, reverse swan dive, come all the way up, inhale, and exhale, hands at the heart. Okay, so now, round two. Inhale those arms up, lengthen and reach. And exhale, hinging forward. Uttanasana. Inhale halfway up. And on the exhale, bend the knees, hands on the floor. Left foot back and left knee to the floor. That warming up sequence of inhaling as the right knee is forward. And bent, and then exhale, shifting the weight back. Doing a few of these on the rhythm of your own breath. The inhale as you come forward, front knee is bent. Exhaling as you go back. And again, inhaling forward. And exhaling back. And inhaling forward, pressing to that front thigh, lift the head, neck, chest up. And reach those arms back. Opening the heart, stretching the shoulders, stretching those arms. And maybe interlacing them, maybe the palms come together. Big, lots of shoulder stretches today. And maybe it's a revolved prayer. And exhale. Release those hands down on the inside of that right foot. Hands still straight here. Our lizard prep. And now a little softness in the elbows and seeing if you can get that right arm underneath the right foot and the right hand on the outside of that right foot, not mirror image to you. Oh, you can't see. But oop, hand out here, here, kind of like that. All right. And breathe. And hands back inside of the right foot. Take the left knee off the floor, then bring the left heel down. Still a bend in the right foot, warrior two, pressing into the feet. Bend in the right knee, sorry, not right foot. I grew up in Jamaica. All of this is your foot. From your hip to your toes. It's funny. All right, warrior two. Inhale those arms up, front leg straightens, exhale down. Make sure you have the strap nearby. All right, coming into our binds. So first, right forearm to right thigh, left hand to the waist. Realign that top shoulder, open the hip, the shoulders, the chest, and then slide that right hand down the inside of the right leg. Grab a hold of the strap. Take the left hand, comes across the lower back, and kind of dangles the strap behind the right hip. Right hand comes underneath the right thigh to reach for that strap. And then once you got a grip of the strap, then you come back into that side angle. Lengthen the right side body. Open the shoulder blades. Breathe. You're doing great. All right. Take another breath in and out. Release the strap. Bring the hands to frame that foot. Hold on, was there a Trikonasana? I feel like I'm missing a Trikonasana.
Yes.
We stepped back. We did this. Yeah, so there's a Trikonasana on this side. All right, so press into the feet. Come all the way up and straighten that right leg and reach over the head. Like a reverse Trikonasana. And then start reaching for Trikonasana. Keeping length in the right side body. Right hand down. Left hand grabs that strap. Left hand bends across the lower back and dangles the strap behind the right hip, the right thigh. Right hand reaches in front, inside the right thigh to reach underneath to see if we can get that strap. Once we get the strap, it's kind of awkward here. Once we get the strap, come back to that alignment of the chest over the right thigh, chest open. And if you need more strap on this side, then use more strap on this side. All right. Take a breath in. Find that sensation of Tadasana even here. Really press into the feet, into the earth. Lift the arches of the feet. And exhale, now release the strap and come to the mat. And now it's time for either vinyasa or not, yogi's choice. Yogi's choice. And downward facing. Whew. All right. Inhale the left leg up. And foot between the hands. Turn both toes in. Oh, not the left foot. Switch. Right foot forward. It's not right. Right foot forward. And press into the feet and come up to standing. So you know what? We need to do Trikonasana on this side again. Yeah, okay. So let's adjust those feet. Turn the left toes in, right toes out. Hinging at that right hip, finding that length. Right hand down, open up the chest. Handy strap, always nearby for this class. Bring it across the lower back. Right hand towards that strap, opening up. All right, so holding here a little bit longer. Kind of compensate for the fact that I I skipped around and missed something in my flow. All right, take a big breath in and release. All right, turn those left toes in. Step the left foot in and hands towards the floor for Parshvo pyramid pose. Folding forward. Maybe lifting the toes of the right foot just to change the stretch in the back of the right leg a little bit. Soften. Remember, never ever to lock your knees in these poses, that there's always a little bit of give in the knees. It's a little safer for the joints. Okay, heel toeing the left foot out to the edge of the left side of the mat or the right foot out to the right edge for a little more balance. All right, we need that width for a little more solidity. And then press into the feet and come up to standing. Hands, maybe a strap in either hand, in both hands holding the strap, or hands interlaced, maybe palms touching, maybe revolved prayer, or opposite hand to elbow. Find whatever bind works, and then start hinging again. Folding forward. Folding forward. So you'll see me lifting my toes a little bit here because I have a sensitive right knee. I had a couple of injuries there. So lifting my toes alleviates a little bit of that. Release the hands, left hand on the floor, right hand to the waist. Really rotate, inner rotation of that left thigh, knee pointing forward, toes forward. Left hand on the floor, right hand to the hip, and start to rotate the upper body, maybe extending the right hand up towards the ceiling. And exhale and unwind. Twists are very hot. All right, so if you're starting to get hot, that's normal. Now for the balancing pose. Left hand out in front, let's say this is a good 12 inches, 10 inches, in line with that left shoulder. Hop off the left foot, shifting the weight into the left foot and the left hand and the right foot. Weight into the left hand and the right foot. Lengthen the spine, and then see if a twist is available. Twisting to the right. Lifting that left leg up. And unwind. Both hands down, both feet together. Shake the head from side to side, up and down. Okay, now we're ready for our peak pose. So, come to all fours and step the right foot on the outside of the right hand and swing that right hand on the outside. So right arm underneath the right thigh and on the outside of the right foot. Lift the back knee off the floor. Now, bring the left foot in a little bit so that the left foot is warrior two legs. Now shift the weight into that right hand and see if you can take the right foot off the floor a little bit. Both hands are still kind of on the floor. We're just practicing here. All right? And left knee down. And switch sides. Left foot forward, outside of the left hand. Left arm comes underneath the left thigh. Take the back knee off the floor. Back foot is in warrior two. And then seeing if you can kind of lift that left foot off the floor a little bit. All right, now step back to downward facing. Okay. Wendy, are you ready? I don't know. Okay. So, right leg up in the air and exhaling, bringing the right foot all the way up to the top left corner of the mat. Step the left foot in a little bit. So if it's out, step it in a little bit. Now, either grab the strap and loop it around. I have to work on my strap techniques. All right. So I'm going to need it maybe in quarters. All right. And loop the strap around the bottom of that right foot. Readjust the back foot, stepping it in a little bit. Shift the weight into the right hand and see if you can straighten the right leg with the left hand holding that strap. You can kind of play with maybe a strap. And release down. And child's pose. Woo! Yeah, we definitely deserve our child's pose today. Definitely deserve our child's pose today. Okay. So now, other side. Other side. So, switch sides. So send the left leg up in the air. And then exhaling, sending the left foot towards that right hand. All right. Step the right foot in a little bit. And then get the strap around the bottom of the left foot. Bring that left hand in. Maybe step that right foot in a little bit more so you have a strong traction on the back foot. And then see if you can lift that leg up. So this side is very different for me, as you can see. I'm going to play with it, maybe without the strap. And release. And child's pose. And breathe. Oh. Okay. We did that. We tried that. Okay. Come around to lie on the back. I wanted the shoulders to be prepared, so we spent a lot of time with that, with all our binds. So bring the feet close to the lower back. Knees bent. Press into the feet, lift those hips up for a bridge pose. Press into the elbows. Lift the shoulder blades away from the floor. And release those hands down. Close the eyes. And if you really want to feel like you're relaxing in this pose, bridge pose, then sliding a block underneath the lower back and letting the block do the back bend while the rest of the body relaxes. Press into the feet, lift the hips up if you have a block, move the block out to the side, lower the hips down, hug the knees close to the chest, give yourself a hug. Little rock from side to side. And happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Grabbing the outsides of the feet or the thighs or anywhere in between. Close the eyes. Just as the bridge pose is a part of our winding down, slowing down, so is this happy baby. And hug both knees towards the chest. And bring both knees over to the right side for a twist. And the left shoulder blade in the opposite direction of the knees. If it's available, looking over that left shoulder. Deepening the breath. And then bring those knees up. Little hug and twisting over to the other side. Maybe looking in the opposite direction of the knees if the neck is happy with that. And then bring the knees up towards the center. Our inversion will also serve as a forward bend for this class. So either slide a block underneath the lower back, or if you have a shoulder stand in your practice and your neck is happy with it and you can come into shoulder stand, feel free to do that. Do what is safe for your body. If you don't have a block, you can bring forearms underneath the lower back. This pose, Sarvangasana, is called the queen of all poses. It helps us relax before bedtime, helps us wake up in the morning. You can do everything in this pose. It's great for our circulatory system. Great for our lymphatic system, meaning our immune system. Very, very slowly release the feet down if they were up in the air. Slide the block out. If you're using a block, allow the feet to flop open, the palms to turn upward. Close the eyes, unhinge the jaw. Soften the breath. Just a few minutes here because we did so much prep for that crazy pose. Arm balance, shoulder opener, twist, hip opener, all in one. So letting go here. And really giving yourself a pat, a figurative pat on the back for being open to discover new things with the body. I'm giving myself a pat on the back because as a teacher, very often yoga teachers will avoid poses that they they find challenge poses for themselves, thinking that they need to be perfect. And thank you for sharing my discovery of that pose as well. And yoga is all about, the word means union, so we're doing this together, virtually and on demand, on the recording. And that's what is important. That's what's most important, not the perfection of the pose. That we state that we're doing this together, that our intention for this class of hope, even when we are in a bind, that we can find that inner strength, embodying that intention in all of the poses that we did. Start to deepen the breath, big breaths in, slow breaths out. Stretch those arms away and the feet away and hug the knees in towards the chest. Roll over to one side and come up to a comfortable seat. And bring both hands to the heart. Bowing our head to our hands that are like a little flame rising up from the heart. That miracle of hope, the inner strength. Hope for a better future, a better tomorrow, a better today than yesterday. A lot of strength to do that. Take a big breath in and exhale, bow forward, sealing in the benefits of this practice. Thank you for joining me.